one of the things you touched on a minute ago there was the Watkis, the power square. And sort of speaking to some of the guys in our office, and when I talk about inline finishing, offline finishing, nearline finishing, it throws questions around what the differences kind of are. But one of the key things for us, we're completely independent, so we partner with all of the leading manufacturers of those digital engines, as well as the finishing partners like yourselves. But whether it be a Xerox, a Canon, a Ricoh, a Konica, or a Fuji machine, on the back end, what you've done very, very cleverly, I believe, is the inline finishing of something like that, what gives the power square, which is designed in a way that makes it appear to be the actual product.
Yes. So, well, interestingly, the Power Square is an interesting one because the Watkis brand, their machine was predominantly sold to Xerox and Canon. It is the main parties for going inline, but they sold a lot of offline. With the Plockmatic side, they took a different approach of actually we work with the R&D departments in the actual suppliers themselves. So if you imagine we go to Ricoh's R&D department in Japan,
Yep.
and we work directly with them, and the machine is so integrated, it's actually talking to the machine completely. So from the perspective of a machine, it is part of a Ricoh engine.
Yep. Yep. And actually, from an aesthetic perspective,
Yep.
it is coloured in the same way so that it appears to actually
Exactly.
be.
Yeah, and there's big reasons for that. It's one, the brand identity for the actual providers themselves, the engine. So if it's say Ricoh or Konica or Xerox, I don't want to miss anybody out.
That's fine, no
We
problem.
also do Canon and Sharp,
Yeah,
and we
yeah,
just
yeah.
signed up with Kyocera and Riso. So we're always adding
Everyone, yep, yep.
new vendors. When they supply a product, it's their product.
Yeah.
So from the sales guy's point of view, he's walking into that place and he's supplying his engine and his finishing and everything all in one go. Their technical support as well, they're trained, they look after it, they support it just the same as they would do the print engine.
Yep.
So the inline side of things is quite slick.
And so what you just mentioned there around, like, you go over to Japan with the likes of Ricoh and discuss things with their R&D department, etc. How do you identify? Is that through sort of the partnership with each of the different brands in terms to identify what you need for that inline finishing?
Yeah. So we are given a specification requirement. So we know what the next development is in the engine. So a classic example is a lot of the engines went to do longer sheets.
Yeah,
That was a big move for them all.
yeah.
Of course, booklet makers at the time were doing A3 to A4 and A4 to A5.
All of a sudden you got landscape.
All of a sudden, you've now got to do landscape,
Yeah.
and longer sheet. So we developed the next generation of products that enabled longer sheet capability, A4 landscape, and all of our products have always had a square back spine and thick book capability.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
minimum 35 sheet up to 50 sheet.
Yep, 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 yeah. And so in terms of, do you have, because I mean that's crucial in terms of the spine and the pagination, the amount of pages you can get through, because on the inline booklet making that you may have from those other manufacturers is very, very much less than that.
Yeah, and it's part of the criteria. It's not always so much how many pages either. This is something people don't quite get. It's the overall thickness.
Yeah.
So it allows you to do more pages of a heavier weight stock.
Yes.
Or an
Or
increased
heavy
cover.
stock. Yeah, cover. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and again, that's something that adds a big benefit to the actual feel. It adds value to the product.
Yeah, of course.